Guys, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is data science. Before moving forward, let's understand what is data. Data refers to a fact, figure, symbol, and where big data means huge data, which is big in size. Data science is kind of blended with various tools, algorithms, and machine learning principles. Most simply, it involves obtaining meaningful information or insights from structured or unstructured data through a process of analyzing, programming, and business skills. It is a field containing many elements like mathematics, statistics, computer science, etc. Those who are good at these respective fields with enough knowledge of the domain in which you are willing to work can call themselves as data scientists. It's not an easy thing to do, but not impossible too. You need to start from data, its visualization, programming, formulation, development, and deployment of your model. In the present, there is a great hype for data scientist jobs. Taking in that mind, be ready to prepare yourself to fit in this world. Data science is all about a systematic process used by data scientists to analyze, visualize, and model large amounts of data. A data science process helps data scientists use the tools to find unseen patterns, extract data, and convert information to actionable insights that can be meaningful to the company. This aids companies and businesses in making decisions that can help in customer retention and profits. Further, a data science process helps in discovering hidden patterns of structured and unstructured raw data. The process helps in turning a problem into a solution by treating the business problem as a project. So, let us learn what is data science processes in detail and what are the steps involved in a data science process. The 6 steps of the data science process are as follows. Frame the problem. Collect the raw data needed for your problem. Process the data for analysis. Explore the data. Perform in-depth analysis. Communicate results of the analysis. As the data science process stages help in converting raw data into monetary gains and overall profits, any data scientist should be well aware of the process and its significance. Now, let us discuss these steps in detail. Steps in data science process. A data science process can be more accurately understood through data science online courses and certifications on data science. But here is a step-by-step guide to help you get familiar with the process. Steps in data science process. Step 1. Framing the problem. Before solving a problem, the pragmatic thing to do is to know what exactly the problem is. Data questions must be first translated to actionable business questions. People will more than often give ambiguous inputs on their issues, and in this first step, you will have to learn to turn those inputs into actionable outputs. A great way to go through this step is to ask questions like who the customers are, how to identify them, what is the sale process right now, why are they interested in your products, what products they are interested in. Step 2. Collecting the raw data for the problem. After defining the problem, you will need to collect the requisite data to derive insights and turn the business problem into a probable solution. The process involves thinking through your data and finding ways to collect and get the data you need. It can include scanning your internal databases or purchasing databases from external sources. Many companies store the sales data they have in customer relationship management systems. The CRM data can be easily analyzed by exporting it to more advanced tools using data pipeline. Step 3. Processing the data to analyze. After the first and second steps, when you have all the data you need, you will have to process it before going further and analyzing it. Data can be messy if it has not been appropriately maintained, leading to errors that easily corrupt the analysis. These issues can be values set to null when they should be 0 or the exact opposite, missing values, duplicate values, and many more. You will have to go through the data and check it for problems to get more accurate insights. The most common errors that you can encounter and should look out for are missing values, corrupted values like invalid entries, time zone differences, date range errors like a recorded sale before the sales even started. You will have to also look at the aggregate of all the rows and columns in the file and see if the values you obtain make sense. If it doesn't, you will have to remove or replace the data that doesn't make sense. Once you have completed the data cleaning process, your data will be ready for an exploratory data analysis. Step 4. Exploring the data. In this step, you will have to develop ideas that can help identify hidden patterns and insights. You will have to find more interesting patterns in the data, such as why sales of a particular product or service have gone up or down. You must analyze or notice this kind of data more thoroughly. This is one of the most crucial steps in a data science process. Step 5. Performing in-depth analysis. This step will test your mathematical, statistical, and technological knowledge. You must use all the data science tools to crunch the data successfully and discover every insight you can. You might have to prepare a predictive model that can compare your average customer with those who are underperforming. You might find several reasons in your analysis, like age or social media activity, as crucial factors in predicting the consumers of a service or product. You might find several aspects that affect the customer, like some people may prefer being reached over the phone rather than social media. These findings can prove helpful as most of the marketing done nowadays is on social media and only aimed at the youth. How the product is marketed hugely affects sales, and you will have to target demographics that are not a lost cause after all. Once you are all done with this step, you can combine the quantitative and qualitative data that you have and move them into action. Step 6. Communicating results of this analysis. After all these steps, it is vital to convey your insights and findings to the sales head and make them understand their importance. It will help if you communicate appropriately to solve the problem you have been given. Proper communication will lead to action. In contrast, improper contact may lead to inaction. You need to link the data you have collected and your insights with the sales head's knowledge so that they can understand it better. You can start by explaining why a product was underperforming and why specific demographics were not interested in the sales pitch. After presenting the problem, you can move on to the solution to that problem. You will have to make a strong narrative with clarity and strong objectives. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, then subscribe and share with your friends.